Father, thank you for giving me the opportunity to be here and for me to tell this Bible story and help for it to be a blessing. In Jesus' name, I pray. Amen.
Amen.
Tommy is almost done with the last touches of his perfect Lego building when he hears Mommy calling, "Tommy and Ruthie, I need you." Tommy thinks she is going to want me to clean up or do some chores. I'm going to pretend I didn't hear her. Ruthie hears Mother calling and puts on her doll to go see what she wants. Should Tommy put down the Legos to see what Mother wants, or should he keep playing?
Put down the Legos.
Let's reverse about it. I'll say it once, then you can say it with me. John 19:17. If you know these things, happy are ye if ye knew them. Okay, now say it with me.
If ye know these things, happy are ye if ye do them. John 13:17.
Moses and Aaron walked to the great throne room of Pharaoh's palace and said, "The Lord God of Israel has said, let my people go, that they may worship me in the wilderness." Pharaoh did not like what he heard. "Who is the Lord that I should obey him? I don't know the Lord. I will not let our servants from Israel go." Pharaoh did not know that the gods of Egypt had no power. God, who is almighty, showed Pharaoh his power. The angry Pharaoh called the men in charge of the Hebrew slaves. "Give these slaves more work to do. Beat them if you must." When Moses heard this, he prayed and told God how badly the Israelites were being treated. God said, "I have now forgotten my promise to my people. Go back to Pharaoh, and I will tell you what to say." When Pharaoh could continue to disobey God and Moses' word, Aaron lifted up his rod over the Nile River. Every stream, every pond, every river turned into blood. There was no water to drink, and all the fish died. But Pharaoh refused to obey. He would not let the people go. Moses and Aaron went back to Pharaoh. "God has said, let my people go. If you refuse, frogs will come upon the land." Pharaoh refused. So God sent a plague of frogs. They were in the beds, ovens, even the food of the people. "Okay, I will let the people go if you get rid of all these frogs," Pharaoh said. But as soon as God took them away, Pharaoh changed his mind again. God sent swarms of God sent flies to crawl all over the land and the people. Then God sent flies. The flies were everywhere, but they didn't bother God's people. God sent a disease to cause Egyptians' livestock to die. After all this, Pharaoh would not let the people go. God sent great swords to the Egyptians. Then God sent lightning, thunder, and a hailstorm. Pharaoh's servants begged him to obey God, but he would not listen. God sent swarms of locusts to eat up the crops. Then came darkness. So dark that people couldn't even see each other. After all this, Pharaoh would not obey. So do you remember the story about Tommy and Ruthie? Well, Tommy didn't obey his mother. After 5 minutes or so, he hears his sister and mom laughing. He goes downstairs to find them eating ice cream. "Hey," he says, "where's my ice cream?" His mother answers, "Well, I called you down 5 minutes ago and you didn't come. So Ruthie and I finished the ice cream without you." Just like Moses obeyed God when it was hard, we should always try to obey because it makes us happy. Let's say our verse one last time. John 13:17.
If ye know these things, happy are ye if ye do them. John 13:17.
Good job.